Hey everyone, Damien Dudovic here from the Interdemo Network once more, bringing you a 1 vs 1 Dawn of War Soulstorm replay. And yeah, as you can see, it's on the Battle Marshes map, and yeah, we got two rather intrepid players. We've got Junks as the as the Dark Eldar at the bottom here, and we've got Gog, LGA, Gaga, Gulogo, something like that, as the Eldar. So got regular Eldar and Dark Eldar, so it should be an interesting matchup to say the least. Especially since Jums has actually gone for the Dark Foundry, which is their vehicle plant. So yeah, Dark Eldar's the only faction actually where you can go with vehicles first, or rather with vehicle production plant first. I'm pretty sure the only things you can make off the bat they are the Hellions, which aren't too bad really. They're a fragile jumping unit. And yeah, it looks like they'll be facing up against the Eldar's Dark Reapers, so it should be interesting to see how they're used. Unless his Junks is really praying to do something else, but nope, yep, he's going for a Hellion squad up first. And yeah, we're seeing relatively standard build for the Eldar player though. Looks like he's going to be sending his first Dark Reaper squad to do a bit of a harassment. So let's have a look. Where are they? Are these? No, there's the Mandrax. Wow. Yeah, the Hellions certainly take a long time to make actually. And there we go, we've got a first confrontation between the Eldar and Dark Eldar. And it looks like, yep, the Eldar players finished researching the Fleet of Foot upgrade, so these Mandrakes are going to be pretty much screwed really. Unless if they get the Stealth upgrade, which won't be happening because you need the Hall of Blood or the Barracks building for the Dark Eldar player. And since he went for the Dark Foundry first, chances are we're not going to be seeing any Barracks for a bit of a while. So, got Hellions finally jumping in, doing a bit of harassment. Yeah, it looks like they're just looking to harass these builders. So we've got Dark Reapers being peeled off, and yeah, we've got a second squad of Dark Reapers as well. So they should be able to handle this Hellion harass just fine. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately the Hellions are being forced to retreat for the Dark Eldar player, for Junks. So we've got a second Hellion squad coming in, rather being built. What should we call this Eldar player, seeing as he's I suppose we'll just call him Go. Yeah, we'll just call him Gog. Man, that's such a strange name he's got there. Yeah, we'll just call him Go. Yeah, that's sounds the least ridiculous, I suppose. So yeah, we got Dark Reapers being doing a pretty good job of firing through the forest actually, trying to kill off those Hellions. But look at that, looks like Jumps is jumping both squads of Hellions deep into Go's lines, and yeah, it's going to be facing a bit of opposition though. He's got careful, they'll actually get torn up by that listening post. Although he's doing pretty good damage to the plasma generator, but yeah, there's just too much firepower on him at the moment. So at the same time, we got a second Hellion squad attacking this listening post. And yeah, it looks like these ones have jumped here, stopping this strategic point from getting capped. At the same time, looks like Mandrakes managed to capture this relic, and they're also capturing this relic at the same time, so not too shabby at all. And yeah, we've got the Homunculus laboratory going down in this remote corner of the map. Relatively remote, I suppose. And yeah, just quite a bit of harassment taking place in the older player's base, so yeah, not too shabby I have to admit. It's basically stopped the stopped that Gog or Go player from doing too much damage on either the left flank or the right flank. And what do you know? His point is actually getting decapped as well, and it looks like I think Mandrakes will be going to. No, they're not going to capture that critical location. Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't realize this Mandrakes was so fast. I guess it's this heavy cover that really screws up the movement speed for the Eldar player. We'll just check their respective incomes. We've got 86 and 20 for Junks, and 74 and 30 for the Eldar player Go, or Gog, or Gog, however you want to call him. So it looks like he's actually gone with the Poison Blades research, which means we'll most likely be seeing a bit of a melee-oriented build. And what do you know, we've actually got the Hellion Succubus being trained for both squads, so yeah. Actually, what does it do? Oh, that's right. He can plant a tracking device. So they're pretty useful actually on this Eldar player. He could do things like plant a tracking device on one of these builder units and see if what sort of stuff they're building. Yeah. Or they could just plant their tracking device on a regular infantry unit or a commander unit, maybe just see what's happening there as well. In any case, yeah, it looks like they managed to do quite a bit of damage so far to Gog's base, as you can see. He might actually be able to destroy another plasma generator. Not quite, he's retreating. Although, yeah, as you can see, he's now transitioning to Reaver jetbikes. Unfortunately, yeah, that plasma generator is still holding on for dear life. Oh no, wait, he's probably vacillating on whether to attack that or not. Instead, it looks like he's going to be focusing his efforts on this errant squad here. And interestingly, he placed a plasma generator in front of this listing post as opposed to behind it. So I suppose plasma generators are a bit more, a bit easier to replace than relics, to say the least. But yeah, as you can see, Gog he will be up to tier 2 before Sumks, so it'll be interesting to see what tier 2 units he starts out with, especially given the massive melee and ranged units that Jungs is using. So yeah, he's actually got two Reaver jetbikes from what I can see. Yeah, just 2. Unless if he's got some somewhere else, but actually no, he wouldn't, because his vehicle cap's only 2 and they can take up 1 each. Yeah, it's kind of funny really watching them chase around these units. Actually a pretty good combination to have these Hellions with Reaver jetbikes, because the Hellions can chase down these ranged troops, and the Reaver jetbikes are fast enough to actually follow them and do some damage as well. But as you can see, it looks like they're just opting to chase around the units of Gog and just try to do damage to their infrastructure, which will certainly come in handy. Probably dissuade Gog from going with a vehicle route, and oh, what do you know, he's still going with a support portal, so that's kind of funny. They're even chasing around these fire dragons. So yeah, fire dragons can certainly be a bit of a pain in the ass for the other. I think on that Doom Spiral map we saw them being used to pretty good effect actually, harassing listening posts. And yeah, as you can see there, they're pretty fast when they have fleet of foot researched and active, of course. And yeah, they actually do pretty good damage. They're short ranged, but they can't be knocked down. So it's a pretty big advantage. All the other anti-vehicle units, or should I say anti-vehicle infantry, can be knocked down. So it looks like they brought forward the Fire Dragon squad to deal with the Reaver jetbikes, but yeah, they're being chased away by the Hellions, as you can see. So I think yeah, it looks like they'll be forced to retreat, and yeah, the 2 Hellions that he brought forward are somehow intact. Wow. Although if he's not careful though, they'll get destroyed by the fire dragons, but thankfully they are being brought back as well. Sorry, being brought back. Jesus. And we've got Torture Pit add-on for the Slave Chamber, so we'll probably be seeing some Soul Powers being used by Dark Eldar. And yeah, not much else there. So yeah, at the moment, Gog has temporarily secured the left flank, so yeah, he'll be looking to capture that. It's critical, and yeah, most likely be looking to destroy this listing post. Indeed. So yeah, still got Fleet of Foot activated, which is a bit of a problem really, because Fleet of Foot, it makes your units move very fast, but at the same time though, when it's activated, it also results in greatly reduced accuracy for units. So yeah, it looks like he's finally turned it off. For some reason leaving his Fire Dragons a bit far away, too far from that Tower of Loathing. Oh, there you go. Now it's going to be going for it. At the same time, we got a bit of a confrontation on the right here. Mandrakes are there, nice and Poison Blades are just engaging these Guardians, maybe stopping them from trying to do any damage to this listing post. Speaking of which, probably should have cancelled the upgrade on this listing post and upgraded this one instead, because as you can see, I think it's only managed to kill 1 single infantry unit, which only costs 55 requisition and 10 power, and it costs far more to upgrade that listing post. So, not really the greatest of investments on King Day. So it looks like we've got a Witch Cult arena, should I say, for the Dark Eldar player, and as for this Skog, let's have a look. Yeah, he's going relatively standard. We haven't really been seeing too many vehicles from him except the Falcon Grav Tank, which is pretty decent against infantry once you upgrade its little bright lance, I think it is, to a star cannon. Because it or rather it replaces the bright lance with a star cannon. Now, so there's Fire Dragon's just being a bit of a pain in the ass. And yeah, as you can see, this Dark Eldar player doesn't actually... Yeah, he's lost all of his Reaver jetbikes, he's actually rebuilding them now, and he's also going for the Crucible Malediction. Yes, it is Malediction, that's right. So yeah, that's an upgrade for the Archon, but I don't see... there we go, the barracks building has been built as well, and so has the Archon, so they'll certainly come in handy against the Eldar infantry. So yeah, it looks like he's even completed an upgrade for his retinue, so yeah, it looks like he'll be Sumsko, or Jumps, not Sumsko, Jumps is going to be focusing on pretty heavily on his commando units, by the looks of it, or at least on his Archon squad. So yeah, still leaving his Hellions on ranged fire, not really the best thing to do, and yeah, finally he's bringing them back as well. Actually, as for this tracking device, I can't remember if you can plant it on vehicles. It would certainly be handy when they're using transport vehicles like this Falcon Grav Tank. And as you can see, they've also used the Crucible of Malediction on this Dark Reaper squad. And yeah, it basically makes the targeted units start attacking each other, and they basically can't be ordered to do anything else, except I think maybe they can still use special abilities that don't require a target. I can't quite remember. Yeah. But in any case, it's pretty effective, especially on glass cannons. And yeah, we actually got a Talos being brought out by Junks. Yeah, it's such a strange name. I don't know what they are thinking of these names. But yeah, as you can see, his listening post on the relic has been destroyed, so most likely get decapped. Yep, sending in the Guardian squad to decap. And I'm pretty sure this Falcon Grav Tank, I thought it was going to jump further into the into Sumsk's base, but apparently not. Just going to provide some ranged support, I suppose, while these Guardians try to decap this point. They're down to one single squad member though, but only a couple of seconds left to decap the relic, and they managed to succeed, so very close call there actually. Oh, but you know, we actually got a Scourge squad out. Upgraded with Dark Lancers, they'll certainly be pretty handy against this Falcon Grav Tank. So they can actually jump, as you can see, because they've jumped before. But yeah, they can jump. I'm pretty sure they can jump twice, so they should be able to follow this Falcon Grav Tank around to. Well, let's try to stop it from transporting troops. Yeah, the Eldar player looks like he's making a hell of a comeback actually, doing some pretty good harassment on these outer points of Sumsk's base, and also capturing the left flank as well, so yeah, left. He's got the left relic and he's capturing the right relic as well. And yeah, unfortunately Junks, should I say not Sumks, but Junks, is being forced to withdraw his guys. Wow. Reaver jetbike went down pretty quickly. Looks like they're being held down by the, what is it called? The Animus Vitae, I think, of the Archon squad. So yeah, managed to hold them for a little bit, but yeah, unfortunately, as you can see, they're still alive and kicking. Actually, they're a pretty durable unit for an Eldar infantry squad. And I suppose it's kind of balanced out with the fact that their anti-vehicle range is pretty low, so they certainly should need to be able to take a little bit more damage as a result. And down goes Eldar's listening post. So yeah, looks like we might be seeing some counter harassment by Junks here. Wow, using the Crucible Malediction on the Warp Spiders. Certainly pretty effective. Of an elite unit really, and getting them to shoot each other instead of, well, shooting you is certainly the other thing to do. So yeah, it looks like we actually got three Warp Spiders out at the same time by this Eldar player. I'm kind of surprised they managed to get them out so early given all the other units that he produced, but there you go. So yeah, they're just going to town on the Junks' forces. Yeah, unfortunately his light stuff can't really take that. And yeah, here comes his Talos actually. I don't think I actually saw getting used before, and we got a Witch squad as well. So do a bit of damage to this Fire Dragon squad. So Doesn't look like it's being macroed though, probably because both players are concentrating on the battle on the right flank, or the northern flank, whatever you call it. So yeah, actually going to build a listening shrine there. Wow, it's a pretty formidable army that Gog has. Looks like Junks is going to have to pull out something pretty surprising to make it work. So yeah, we've got a few Reaver jet bikes and even a Raven being built as well. So some relatively rare units being seen, I should say, being built by this Elder player, and being used to relatively good effect. But the problem is he's now on the defensive, and well, Dark Elder stuff is really meant for hit and run attacks, perhaps even more so than the Elder player. The Elder player, at least they get some pretty meaty units, as in heavily armored units like these warp spiders and such. But with the Dark Elder player, it's a bit... that stuff is more lightly armored in my opinion. And the problem is they're also a bit slower as well, usually. But you're seeing some nice use of soul abilities like that. I think it's the Scream of the Damned that makes all the enemy units lose morale. But in any case, it was pretty temporary and it didn't seem to have any effect, which is rather unfortunate. So this Talos here, it's just moving pretty slowly. And there we go, finally it's engaging a warp spider melee. But the problem is they can teleport, of course, but you also had all these other ranged troops shooting at them. We've actually got a Scourge squad that's been... it's only got one Dark Lens upgrade, so they're probably looking to use it for mostly for infantry use. And yeah, we've actually got the Raven out as well, so... wow. This doesn't have much health at all, actually, pretty fragile, but according to its description, it's apparently good against all units, and I've checked its stats before at one point, and yeah, it's not too shabby, but the problem is that it's... even though it is versatile, it's pretty fragile. I mean, there's some flying units that are, well, just seem to be much more suitable. But what the hell? I mean, it may be fragile, but if you can use Hellions and stuff like that to keep the fire off of it, I suppose, yeah, the Raven could certainly come in handy. Slowly destroying this listening base, and at the same time we've got a pretty large contingent of warp spiders engaged by these warp beasts, and by Talos they've just teleported away. Oh, straight into the Elder player's base actually, so yeah, the Raven can take a bit of a pounding actually. But then again, I suppose it's being shot at by anti-infantry weapons, but I didn't think it would last that long against 3 squads of warp spiders shooting at it. Yeah, there you go, I guess it's still be surprised though. And yeah, we got the Crucible of Malediction ability being used again. And yeah, it looks like Gog has actually captured the majority of the critical locations, so that's this right one and this left one here. So yeah, given that the game will end in a couple of minutes though, it doesn't look like as if he's going to be winning through use of that condition, so yeah, but it looks like it's going to be one last battle for both players here, and yeah, basically the outcome of this battle will most likely decide who wins the game. So, a bit hard to tell who's winning at the moment, because we've got a pretty large force of Dark Elder troops, but at the same time though, they are being engaged a pretty sizable number of Elder troops, and yeah, Gog really is staying on top of his micro when it comes to these warp spiders, just teleporting them just about at every opportunity really to either get a better position or well, just try to teleport away from their guys trying to melee them. But yeah, funnily enough, looks like the combat drugs have been used by the Witch Squad, and they've actually used them right next to the Warp Beast, so yeah, pretty good use of that ability actually. And yeah, it looks like the majority of the army of the Elder player has been destroyed, and yeah, these warp spiders are just being forced to slowly run around them. Because yeah, it's funny, their normal running speed is not actually that fast. They they don't get fleet of foot upgrade or anything like that, so they're forced to either walk slowly like all the other infantry units, or of course teleport around. But teleportation has a cooldown time, should I say, so by the looks of it, it hasn't finished recharging, so being forced to run around. And for some reason, Chunks, okay, he decided to stop decapturing that critical location, so he didn't want to get a move on because there's 3 minutes left, but there's only a minute or so left in the game as well, so yeah, I kind of wish this little bar wasn't here. This way to disable that progress bar, because that makes it kind of easier to predict what's going to happen next. Because really, while these 2 critical locations were captured, there's still a bit of a chance of the Elder player Gog being able to win, but nope, that chance has gone away. And yeah, Dark Elder player Jumks has won. So yeah, an interesting game to say the least. I'll be uploading this game a bit later, and until that happens, this has been Damien Vidovic signing off.